3 months ago, this neighborhood in North Carolina was barely recognizable. What had been quiet streets and well-loved homes became a debris field when Hurricane Helene tore through. Floodwaters didn't just rise, they surged like a raging beast, carrying everything in its path. Whole trees were snapped like twigs and hurled into front yards. Fences, sheds, and pieces of homes were swept up, tangled together, and dumped into this neighborhood like some cruel monument to disaster. I can remember being here, trying to process what I was seeing. Cars sat half buried in layers of mud. There were mattresses lodged in treetops. Power lines dangled dangerously low, and the air was thick with the smell of rot and damp earth. It was like time had frozen in that moment of chaos, leaving behind this overwhelming mess. Couldn't help but wonder, where do you even start to recover from this? The people who live here stood in shock back then, but even as overwhelming as it was, signs of hope were already emerging. People showed up with gloves, shovels, and chainsaws ready to do whatever they could to help. Now, things look drastically different. The mountains of debris are gone, thanks to volunteers who came from all over the country, some driving for days just to lend a hand and stand alongside neighbors determined to put their lives back together. Today, the Amish were here helping rebuild this community. With their quiet determination and unmatched craftsmanship, they've built tiny houses and sheds, rebuilt homes, and cleared debris without seeking recognition. Volunteers from across America have poured into this community, turning compassion into a true labor of love. Day after day, they work tirelessly to restore hope for the people in this neighborhood, proving that even in the face of devastation, people will show up for one another. Volunteers like Laurel embody the heart and determination driving this recovery effort. Sleeping on church floors alongside other volunteers, she spends her days putting up sheds and helping rebuild homes. Laurel is part of International Disaster Emergency Services, a group based in Noblesville, Indiana.
We work by with donations, and everything designated goes to the site. And we're volunteers. Yeah. The sheds are made volunteer labor, and we are blessed in passing them along. This is for after a disaster. If you've lost everything, what you find, or you need a place to start putting your good stuff or your replacement stuff, we found that building these sheds just helps them begin the recovery. See, and it's on skids. They can move it after a while if they need to relocate it or whatever. But now the water was up over the roof here. The people living in the house scrambled out. They said 15 minutes more and they would have been trapped in the attic, but they got up on the roof. And there was a house across the street, but it wasn't salvageable, I guess.
Inside this house, volunteers are hard at work rebuilding what the floodwaters tore apart. These are people who could be anywhere else but chose to be here, rolling up their sleeves to help bring this community back to life.
Colorado Springs, Colorado. Grace Fountain Valley Baptist Church.
We've been getting volunteers from all over, Calvary Chapels all over the United States to help us out. So we've been having typically between 30 and 50 volunteers a week. Right now we have a lot, but we're doing a lot of different projects in a lot of different areas. Everything from gutting to rebuilding to some of it's just getting trees off and repairing, just depends. Up in Back Cave, we have a house with about 100 trees on top of it, and that's going to have to be a total rebuild. So at some point. So.
Awesome thing y'all doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hurricane relief, people can sign up to get relief, and they can also donate with that. But then it's also, since it's through the church, it's tax deductible, donations. But we're working a little bit everywhere. When somebody goes to that, website, they can ask for help or whatever if they have some disasters, and then it automatically goes into our system, and so then we have their phone number, we have everything, we can contact them, see what they need, and get out to them, get a team out to them to help them. But we're doing a lot of different projects, so a lot of different stuff going on in different areas. We're building a tiny house up in Fairview right now. We're doing a lot of tree work up in Bat Cave, and we helped the fire department get a new hose in so they can fill their fire trucks up in Bat Cave, and just different stuff like that.
In just one small neighborhood today, we've met people from Tennessee, Colorado, Texas, Indiana, and even the Amish from Pennsylvania. Strangers before today, now working side by side, all driven by the same purpose. Some volunteers come for a day, others for a week or even longer. Different backgrounds, different stories, but here together, bound by compassion. It's been 4 months since Hurricane Helene swept through here, and driving through town, it's clear there's still so much work to be done. Some homes sit abandoned, too damaged to be lived in. Others have tarps stretched over roofs in desperate need of repair. Life is moving forward here, but for many, it's still far from normal. But as you can see, what's already been accomplished is proof of something powerful, that even in the worst times, compassion and community can shine a light on the path forward. At the heart of this community is the Blessing Barn, a volunteer-run supply hub that has become a lifeline for these neighborhoods. Here, donated goods are sorted, organized, and distributed to families rebuilding their lives. Windows key. How did you get all this started, Christian?
Well, we had a shipment or a friend deliver a whole truck full of stuff, and we wanted to set it up like a store just to kind of have some dignity and some normalcy for our community. And so, yeah, it's been a blessing.
Blessing Barn is more than just a supply hub. It's a symbol of how people have come together to support one another in the wake of Hurricane Helene. Volunteers work tirelessly sorting through donations of all kinds: food, clothing, toys, household items, and even furniture, ensuring that those who need it most have access to what they've lost.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for everything, guys.
You're welcome. You can give it to me for. We are both volunteers.
Unsung heroes.
Well, I live in Swananoa, so I'm from here, and you live in
Fletcher.
Fletcher. Mm-hmm. So we're here at the Blessing Barn, and so we set it up like a storefront so people can come and get essentials. From cleaning supplies to bathroom to clothes, and then jackets, and so we have a little bit of everything so that people can get what they need when they need it.
a blessing bus now.
We do have a blessing bus. We actually go today to one of our stops, which is at Covenant Community Church. And so we travel around to get to people who are displaced or don't have a vehicle or just, in a low income housing situation. And so we just try to bring the blessing to them. So, yep. And then this tent is going to house our furniture and some extra storage.
Surprise storage.
Yes. So, yep, all good things.
Every day this place bustles with activity. Volunteers fill shelves, pack boxes, and prepare goods for distribution. It's all hands on deck, making sure that every family has what they need to begin rebuilding their homes and their lives. Each item represents not just a material need being met, but a piece of dignity being restored. Everywhere you turn, there are reminders of kindness. None of this would be possible without the incredible generosity of people who gave from their hearts. Every item here represents a story of someone, somewhere, who chose to care. What's happening here is a powerful reminder of what we're capable of when we come together. Strangers helping strangers. Americans showing up for their neighbors simply because it's the right thing to do. Witnessing this kind of selflessness is truly inspiring. Proof that even in the hardest times, compassion and generosity can shine brighter than any storm.
Man, I do appreciate
Smell good,
that.
too.
Thank you.
They must be scented.
Families are still picking up the pieces, and the scars of Hurricane Helene remain etched across this community. But what I've seen here is not despair. It's determination and an incredible outpouring of love. It's proof that even in the darkest moments, humanity has a way of shining through. Being part of this recovery has changed me. It's reminded me that compassion is real, that people are still willing to step up for one another, and that hope doesn't just survive, it thrives when we stand together.
It was you who was there when I couldn't be, doing some good, standing strong, plowing through, keeping on. We give all we got, even though it ain't much. We show what we're worth until it hurts, and fight for what we love. We're doing right, it's just understood. We're doing some good. No rain in weeks, wind was keeping up. Couldn't grow nothing with the ground so tough. People share what they had, 'cause that's what we do. That handful of seed we got us through. 'Cause when the rains finally came, we all knew. Oh, doing some good, standing strong, plowing through, keeping on. We give all we got, even though it ain't much. We show what we're worth until it hurts, and fight for what we love. We're doing right, it's just understood. We're doing some good. Until we die, we live our lives just like the way we should. Doing some good, standing strong, plowing through, keeping on. We give all we got, even though it ain't much. We show what we're worth